What's going on, people, and welcome to the first ever show on the Ministry of Football channel. This show is Uncomfortable Truths, and today we have a very uncomfortable conversation for you lot. Today we're going to be discussing whether Salah is the bigger legend at Liverpool than Steven Gerrard. Let's get this show on the road, baby. Is Salah a bigger Liverpool legend than Steven Gerrard? Bro, this is a very uncomfortable conversation, especially for Liverpool fans. And it's a conversation that has to be had because Salah's done so much already in such a short period of time. But Gerrard is looked as a king, like a king at Liverpool. But anyway, let's have this conversation. With me today, I have man like Doctor. What are you telling me, bro?
What's good? What's good? I'm the doctor for a reason. I'm about to analyze this. I'm going to get surgical on this, surgical on this.
Bro,
we're going to discuss
this.
It's
very uncomfortable, bro. Like Gerrard for a very long time. This guy has been looked at as like the king of Liverpool. He's been looked at as like undisputed Liverpool legend. But Salah's recently come around on the block and he's done what he's done. Scored all these goals, stayed consistent for like 4 years. And won a Premier League, something that Gerrard hasn't done. And
uncomfortable. One man slipped, another man scored. That's all you need to say.
It's made this conversation happen. So anyway, Doctor, what were you saying? Who for you is the bigger Liverpool legend?
Well, for me, I have to say Steven Gerrard. Obviously, Salah's won more. Like, the guy won the Premier League and like he's won the Champions League as well. But I tell you right now, if Gerrard wasn't at Liverpool, we'd be looking at Liverpool the same way man are looking at Newcastle now, in the bin until that takeover. Right now, that Saudi owner, we've been looking at Liverpool like they used to be a good club. Maybe I'll try and get them back, because that team was so dead for absolutely ages. Dead ballers we saw there. Skirtle we saw there. The team was so bad. I used to have fun watching them play football because it was so dead. For so long, my whole life growing up, I was loving it. And like you can see, like on the pitch, you see what he does. He bangs goals, he gets assists, he does it all. Like he just does it all for everyone. And guys makes team of the year consistently. Man made team of the decade.
So you're saying Gerrard is above Liverpool in terms of Liverpool legends?
It's a bit uncomfortable, but he might, in terms of what he's done, he was carrying. As in, I'd say the second biggest carry job I've seen in football.
After who?
Well, I didn't see this one, but from what I hear, we have to talk about Maradona and Napoli, because Maradona brought Napoli basically into existence. So
Gerrard is the second biggest carry job in football history, behind Maradona at Napoli. Yeah. Bro, you're bugging. Bugging, bro.
Bro. Tell me 5 players at Liverpool during Gerrard's best seasons that were up there as well.
Bro, Xavi Alonso was a big boy baller at the time, so you can't be telling me
one guy.
Gerrard carried that team. He played with Fernando Torres, big boy striker back in the days.
But he flopped at Chelsea.
He's had a nice team, and what's he delivered for Liverpool? He's delivered the Premier League, he's delivered the Champions League, which I respect. But Salah, he's delivered the Premier League and a Champions League, and for me personally, that's more impressive. And for me as well, the Premier League is also more important than the Champions League.
But you have to look at the man around him. Look at the man around him. Tell me.
Listen, I would accept you saying that. Look at the man around Salah if you said it 2 seasons ago. But the reason why I wouldn't accept it now is because 2 seasons ago, when these lot were winning Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, all of these big boy poolers, Van Dijk, Robertson, Trent, Mane, Firmino, were all balling out. They were all balling out and played a big role in winning those Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. But look at the past year. The past year.
Yeah,
over the past year, these big boy ballers like Van Dijk, like Mane, like Robertson, like Trent, they've fallen off. They've fallen off. But who stayed consistent? Who stayed consistent and carried Liverpool to finish top 4? It was Salah. Scored 23 goals, I think it was last season.
But you see that right there. You see that right there. Where you're talking about players being dead and them carrying. Imagine doing that for your whole career. That's what Gerrard did. Gerrard did that his whole career.
Did it lead to any Premier League titles?
It led to a Champions League. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. It led to a Champions League. Because you need to remember.
Let me tell you something about the Champions League. The reason why I rate someone winning a Premier League or a league title more than a Champions League is because in a Champions League run, the Champions League is more about luck. There's a lot more luck involved in winning a Champions League because, first of all, in a Champions League run, you could avoid playing some of the biggest teams in the world because you could get lucky with the draws you get. So you could get to a final by playing teams like Shakhtar, Monaco, and fluke your way to the final, and somehow fluke a final and win it. In a Premier League, you have to play every single team 2 times. So you have to play each of the top 6 2 times.
Cool. But the AC Milan team. What do you mean? That AC Milan team, 2005. You trying to tell me that team is a small team? Bro, that's a big boy team.
And Gerrard played amazingly that game. That was an amazing one-man performance. But you're not hearing what I'm saying. Yes, we have to praise that Champions League. We have to praise that Champions League. Yeah, Gerrard did an amazing job in that final, especially. But Salah's won the Premier League and the Champions League. And for me, like I said, the Premier League I rate higher because it's a lot harder. You have to play each of the top 6.
But then you're also playing. But then he's start padding against bum teams. We're seeing him start pad against teams like Brentford, teams like Sheffield United. Bro, these teams are teams like Newcastle. Newcastle were dead.
But he also bangs against the big 6 as well. Did you not see what he did against Man City the other day? What are you talking about? Salah ain't no small-time player. So
but Gerrard been doing that though. But Gerrard was doing that in a dead team.
Did it lead to any Premier League titles? Did it lead to any league titles, bro?
But the thing is, you have to realize it's difficult because we got a certain level of players. Imagine if that's like saying right now, can someone win a league with Arsenal? You see how down bad Arsenal are now. That was Liverpool. Mm-hmm. Tell me, what do you think Salah right now could get? Remember, this Arsenal team got man like Xhaka. Salah would win them a Premier League. He'd get them top 4.
Like he did last season with Liverpool. Bro,
but that's what Gerrard would do.
Liverpool's underrated. It's underrated, bro. Because that team was going through an injury crisis. It was going through an injury crisis. And look what he did. He was the only one that, out of the big boy players that stayed consistent, kept banging in goals, and helped them finish third, I think it was, or second.
But do you want to know who also balled during an injury crisis? Marcus Rashford. He don't get props. Everyone says that Rashford's dead, and he balled during an injury crisis. Bruno Fernandes balled out, but he don't get the props. But Salah for scoring penalties and scoring cross and inshallah football is penalties, cross and inshallah football. What do you mean? He's not doing the job.
The way you're talking about Salah, when I'm hearing you, it sounds like you're talking about Kane. He don't score against in big boy games, semis, finals.
Yeah, but Kane's a bum. He can't handle Dynamo Zagreb. So how's he supposed to handle big boys?
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, it sounds like you're talking about Bruno is a better example because you're talking about penalties. You're talking about going missing in big games. That's not Salah, bro.
Salah be doing that though. Remember that run And then he went missing. He weren't scoring at all. And then Mane stepped up and was banging in goals. Salah goes missing in big moments, and no one
Bro, you're
because
waffling,
he's
bro.
got the
Have you seen
fancy
his record
name.
against the top six?
Because he got the fancy name like Mohamed Salah. You see, that name's kind of saucy, you know. So people are thinking, rah, this is a big baller, but he ain't doing anything.
Bro, you're
He ain't doing
waffling. Anyway,
anything.
bro, let's read some more comments before I ask you a big boy question. I'm gonna ask you whether Gerrard is a little bit more favored because he comes from Liverpool. So, but before we do that, let's read a couple more comments. Gerrard is more famous for his slip than winning trophies. Case closed.
Where's that Chelsea fan? Do you not remember Terry
Bro,
slipping in 2008? Hold on. You can't be talking about
Zero
slips.
Premier League titles. Is that why Liverpool have zero Premier League titles? All this carrying for what? For one Champions League.
He slipped in the first half. But what do you mean? The rest of the team did fraud. What happened to Luis Suarez? What happened to Coutinho?
Comment. You talked about years of carrying. All these years of carrying left to one Champions League.
Yeah, bro, Champions League is hard to win, you know. Champions League hard to win, especially teams back then were big boy teams. You had Arsenal doing a thing. Yeah, you had Chelsea doing Chelsea out here spending all the money. Man came in with certain man Abramovich. He was doing some shady deals to get his money. He's trying to do some. Maybe he was doing fraud. We don't know. But he got the money. He bought the players, and the guy came through with a dead squad. Jamie Carragher, overrated defender, and won a Champions League. Imagine.
Okay, so let me ask you the question I was gonna ask you before reading the comments. Yeah, is Gerrard, favored more because he's from Liverpool? He's a Scouser, and Salah is a guy from Egypt. Is that why? Do you? And don't be biased. Like be objective. I know you're backing Gerrard and you're saying Gerrard is the bigger Liverpool legend. But in terms of the way Liverpool fans look at Mo Salah, is it not like there no biasness involved because he's from Egypt and Gerrard's from Liverpool, so they show him more love?
Nah, it's not biased. Trying to know why? Because you don't hear any Liverpool fan talking about Michael Owen like that. Michael Owen.
Because he went to Man United. And
yeah, but he still won a Ballon d'Or at Liverpool. He won a Ballon d'Or at Liverpool. Like even Jamie Carragher, you a reasonable Liverpool fan will tell you that Rio Ferdinand is better than Jamie Carragher. No one rates Carragher in top 5 Premier League centre backs, and he's a Liverpool man.
Let's forget Gerrard for a second, yeah. I just want to ask you on Salah individually, because basically the point that I'm trying to get at is the Liverpool fans don't show Salah as much respect as he should get, because I'm hearing Liverpool fans say he shouldn't get a new contract after everything that man's done for their club. They haven't won a Premier League title for 30 years. 30 years before he came in. And 2 seasons later, after he came in, they won their first Premier League title in 30 years. So, and I'm hearing people saying he shouldn't get a new contract, and they're not. And I'm still hearing people rate Mane over him. Like,
I don't know. Whoa,
fans and Salah. Like,
yo,
forget Gerrard for a second.
Well, whoever's rating Mane over Salah needs to look at themselves, because Mane is a dusty baller. Man had the great, is what I call the greatest purple patch of the last 10 years. Guy is a dusty baller, been dusty at Southampton, still is dusty to this day. He can stat pad all he likes. The guy can't dribble. The guy can't even shoot anymore. So what is he really there for? Let him go. But on Salah, the reason why some Liverpool fans are a bit hesitant about him is because he kind of twerks for some other clubs, you know. He kind of twerked for some other clubs. He twerked a bit.
Explain how. But before you explain how, I just want to tell the people watching, yeah, you lot will have your chance to have your say on this. Is Salah a bigger Liverpool legend than Steven Gerrard? The link of the StreamYard will be posted in the comments. So if you want to have your say on this, click the link and we'll get you on. We'll have your say. Tell us who you believe is the bigger Liverpool legend. But anyway, bro, carry on, bro. How has Salah been twerking for other clubs? What are you talking about? What's he done?
You see when there was a period of time where there's a bit of beef between him and Mane, and then both of them were kind of twerking for a move somewhere else. Like Salah were kind of twerking for Madrid, and Mane were kind of twerking for Barcelona and some other clubs as well. I feel like so fans sometimes get salty about that. You see how like some United fans get salty over Rooney when it's twerking for Man City.
Yeah, but
and trying to like
educate me, because I can't remember Salah ever being like coming out and saying, "Listen, I see my future elsewhere," like Pogba does with his agent. His Salah's agent coming out. I can't remember that too much,
bro. It's because Salah's agent is not known. Salah's agent is probably some man back from his hometown that we never heard of, and then he's gonna do all this kind of stuff for him.
So what are you talking about? Because you said bro,
let's be real. Do you really do like he sometimes says he sometimes has interviews when he gets his man in the matches, but let's be honest, in a press conference, who do you want to see? Do you want to see a man like Mo Salah, or do you want to see someone like a Zlatan? He's gonna say something a bit crazy, you know.
Bro,
Zlatan's gonna be like,
my question. I've been asking you, when has Salah ever, flirted with other clubs? But anyway, let's bring on some more callers, man. Let's bring on some callers to let's hear some more views on this. My bro. What are you telling me, man?
I'm good.
Telling me, talk to me, bro. Who's the bigger Liverpool legend, Salah or Gerrard? Talk to me, my brother.
First of all, is this you, eye test, yeah?
I go by the name of Ali Osman now. I don't believe in the eye test anymore.
Eye test doesn't exist.
Wait, hold on. What happened to eye test? How did it die? What happened?
Bro, I just don't believe in the eye test anymore. Is a long story.
He was educated,
day, but I go by Ali Osman. Just call me Ali Osman.
So you're stats now over eye test?
No, I'm not stats over eye test. It's complicated. It's complicated, but it's a story. It's a story for another day. But anyway, talk to us about Salah versus Gerrard, bro. That's what we're here for, bro.
Cool. So Pogba's a bum. Speaking of bums, Gerrard, I'm not. Liverpool fans, just end it. I get that Gerrard is from your city and everything. I understand all of that, the emotions, but take your emotion out of football. Salah is clear of Gerrard. A lot of players in this Liverpool squad are clear of Gerrard. Take all that precious take all this precious emotion out of it. Take all this precious emotion out, because Gerrard scored a goal in the Champions League final, and take all this emotion out of it. Salah is clear of Gerrard. I take Henderson. He's a bigger legend than Gerrard is. You got Robertson in there, Van Dijk, Milner. A lot of these Liverpool players in this squad are bigger legends than Gerrard is. Like you can't do that.
I agree with that. Because they won both Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. But Doctor, what are you saying about that?
Hold on. Are we just going based off trophies then?
No, it's not just trophies. It's also what they've done for the club. How are you telling me Van Dijk hasn't done more for the club than Steven Gerrard? Talk to me.
Because if Steven Gerrard is not there, they aren't getting man like Van Dijk. They aren't getting man like Salah. You do know he kept the club relevant enough to buy these players.
Wait, what do you mean? Don't act like Liverpool were in the pits. Let's not act like Xavi Alonso's a bum. Let's not act like Mascherano's a bum. Let's not act like Torres is a bum. Let's not act like Suarez is a bum. Gerrard wanted to leave as well. He wanted to come to Chelsea. He wanted to leave. So he wanted to leave. And the only reason why he stayed is because you guys threatened him. You threatened his life and his family. That's the only reason he stayed. So let's not act like Gerrard is this innocent guy and he's this big legend for you guys. He shouldn't be. Any big respectable club would not have Gerrard that high as your legend when he hasn't won anything. It's the same way as Spurs fans trying to say someone like Scott Parker should be in the same conversation as Frank Lampard or Scholes. It's ridiculous.
Nah.
It is.
First, you can't disrespect Gerrard like this. Like we have to understand that Gerrard actually has done a lot for Liverpool, and he's like Liverpool over the years had some ballers, but they came and they left. Xabi Alonso left, didn't he not? Mascherano left, didn't he not? all these players left. He stayed. Yeah. Yes, he might have what's it called? Have flirted with Chelsea, but he stayed. Did he not? He stayed. Whether he was threatened or not, he stayed, and he carried that club forward.
Bro? The point we're discussing is he a bigger legend than not even Salah, just most of the Liverpool team? Because Prime is a good point. He ain't even like there's 5 Liverpool players in that team that are bigger, more than at least 5 players in that team.
At least 5.
If we're being objective, forget where they come from, yeah. Forget what Liverpool fans say. If we're being objective and we look at what they've done, yeah, and what it takes to be a legend, yeah, bro, there's at least 5 players in that team that's done more than
okay. So let's just be honest. That 2-year peak you guys had, the Champions League and the Premier League, Gerrard doesn't even start in that midfield.
What?
So he doesn't start in that midfield. Let's be honest.
But wait,
no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Gerrard doesn't start. Hold on.
No,
Gerrard doesn't start.
He doesn't start. He doesn't start over Fabinho. He doesn't start over Henderson. Doesn't start over Wijnaldum.
You're crazy. Over Wijnaldum, the man that couldn't get a PL assist for like 3 years. Wijnaldum, this great guy that Liverpool fans kept heralding, because whenever I mentioned he doesn't have a goal or an assist in over a year, Liverpool fans kept mentioning he's this great, amazing football player. That's key for your system. That's key for your system, your hard-working midfield system. If that is all true, then Gerrard cannot be better than that midfield system. Wait, hold on. Gerrard works harder than all of them combined.
And yet in the key moment to win the Premier League, he slipped. So don't bring me that he gets into this team. I don't like when people say things like, "Oh, he was great for this lesser club. So if you put him into this great club that won trophies, that's like me saying, oh, you know what? If Mark Noble played for Man United instead of Paul Scholes, they would have won the same amount.
No, Mark Noble's a dusty baller. But Gerrard's not a dead player.
Okay, let's lie.
Gerrard's not a dead player.
Don't lie on a public platform, but okay.
Bro, UEFA made a team of the century twice, and he made it both times.
And that's voting. Voting is a popularity contest. Donald Trump won the presidency in America. People didn't want him there. So it's a popularity contest. People voting, that doesn't mean anything.
Are we really comparing the Americans to people in football? Because I'm not gonna lie, the Americans are a bit of a different one over there. We have to keep it on.
Carry on. We've got another man jumping on. Man like Z. What are you telling me, bro? Wait, he's not coming on at the moment. Sorry for that. Carry on, Doctor. He's gonna come in a little bit. Go on, bro.
Whether it's a vote, you can name me loads of midfielders of the past past century. 2017 was when they did this twice. There are lots of footballers more popular than Steven Gerrard. One of them being Frank Lampard.
Are you sure? Hold on. No, that's not true. Because people keep saying Gerrard is better than Lampard and everything. So you can't say
he is
Lampard's
better.
Popularity is.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's not better. Better at what? At what?
What's good? Because that's how running the midfield.
No, clearly not. If Lampard's top 5 for goals and assists in the Premier League, and Lampard's
hold
not
on,
number 10.
Hold on. Goals and assists does not equal running a midfield. Like Scholes doesn't have as many goals and assists as either of them, but he's still better than both of them.
Yeah, I agree. Scholes is clear of the two of them, and Lampard's clear of Gerrard.
Lampard and
Scholes is a better debate than Lampard and Gerrard. Lampard's in the conversation with Scholes. Gerrard is in this conversation with Scott Parker.
Scott Parker.
Scott Parker.
Gerrard is better than Lampard, bro. But
Gerrard is not better. You can disagree. You are entitled to your opinions. You guys are entitled to your opinions. It's wrong. Gerrard is not better than Lampard. He's not a more complete player. He is not a more complete player.
He's one of the most complete midfielders we've ever seen. He's one of the most complete midfielders. Like, come on, we saw like you need
complete in what though? Because
in all aspects of being a midfielder, defensively he's solid, attacking he's solid, Like
Okay,
there's
hold on,
no
hold on,
aspect.
hold on.
What is he weak at?
Hold on,
What is he
hold
weak
on,
at?
hold on. James Milner is more complete than Paul Pogba. Is Milner a better player than Pogba?
No, but it's
No.
just like
What? Wait,
bro,
hold on. No,
look
that's
at the way.
different because he goes into a high level. Milner is more complete, but not a better player.
How is it different? How is it
It's
different?
different. It's different because Gerrard is a high level in all those things. Milner is not a high level in passing,
that's true.
shooting, defender. Gerrard is a high level in all those things. He's a higher level than a lot of midfielders in all of those things.
And so is hold on, no. And so is Frank Lampard. And you know what the big difference is? Because if you're going to say it's close, you know what the big clear difference is? Lampard in a team at Chelsea full of world-class bowlers was still our best player. Gerrard was only your best player amongst bums, as Liverpool fans love to say. So that's why I'll take Lampard all day. You're the best player amongst superstars. That is better than being the best player amongst average players. That is better than being the best player among the average players. I don't care.
Wait, hold on,
Doctor. We're gonna bring in another guy in. Man like Z is finally here. What are you telling me? What are you telling me, bro?
Sorry, I'm having difficulties with my camera, but congratulations, Artist, on your show. You know,
thank you, my brother.
Yeah,
it's down to you, bro.
Yeah, literally having issues with my my thing. So we move. Prime. You want to bring your controversial opinions over here now? Okay. You said Gerrard wouldn't make the squad, the Liverpool squad. Which
I didn't say squad. I did not say squad.
Okay, you said the first 11. You said the first 11, right?
After peak, which was that 2-year period when they won the Champions League.
My friend, there's a new era shop in West End. You need to go there and grab a cap because you are capping. Listen, we need to go straight in right now. We need to go straight in. Salah is the bigger legend. Salah is the bigger legend, right? Yeah. He is the bigger legend, but we have to respect Gerrard. We have to respect what Gerrard done. Gerrard is still recognized as one of the best midfielders of all time. Whether we like it or not, he's recognized as one of the best midfielders of all time.
For you guys, but not for me.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, one of your best midfielders, you're kind of a bit butthurt. You're speaking from a Chelsea point of view. Because he's better than your boy. He's better than your boy.
But how is it me being butthurt if my midfielder, my legend, won trophies and won the Premier League, won multiple Premier Leagues? How is that me being butthurt? Your legend didn't win a Premier League, so maybe you're butthurt then. I could easily say.
Your legend went to Man City.
Again, that's us being. But again, that's us going back and forth and being petty and stupid. I'm not stupid like that, so I'm not going to say that.
But look, you got to take this into consideration. So you tell me why you believe that Gerrard isn't that great of a legend. You explain to me what your reasoning behind that is.
I didn't say he's not that great of a legend. I said he's not better than Lampard for 1 and 2. He doesn't get in Liverpool's peak, that 2-year period. He doesn't get into that starting 11.
What do those players?
Does he not start over?
So does he not start over Wijnaldum or Henderson?
No, he doesn't start. He doesn't start over either of those two, I believe.
Why not?
Oh man, do you think?
Why not? No, because that's cap.
Hold on a minute. Do you think Wijnaldum and Henderson are bigger Liverpool legends than Steven Gerrard?
Henderson is, yeah. I don't know if Liverpool fans love Wijnaldum like that. Can I speak? Because other than the second leg Barcelona game, like again, I don't know how much Liverpool fans love Wijnaldum, or maybe they do. I don't know. But Henderson as a legend should be bigger than Steven Gerrard. Yes. At least that's my personal opinion. He's Liverpool's greatest ever captain, or Premier League captain, anyway.
Wait, greatest ever captain?
Wow, I said Premier League captain. I said Premier League captain.
What do you mean? Like it's not just Premier League; it's Premier League and Champions League. It's all the competitions.
Okay, fine. Premier League, Champions League, fine. But Premier League captain, because I'm saying Premier League again, which is the league we all play in. Or our team's playing. Yeah. Yes, he is. For Liverpool, he is. He's Liverpool's greatest Premier League captain. At least I can say that anyway.
Because I don't know about all that. It sounds like cap to me. I don't see what
it sounds like cap. That's my opinion.
Bro, I don't see what Gerrard has.
I know. hold on.
Hey, lads, I'm gonna leave you lot to it. You know, it's great. Thanks for having me on. You lot keep up the good energy. Prime, I'm loving what you're bringing. I test, I'm excited for what's to come in the
Ali
future.
Osman, bro. Ali Osman.
Ali Osman. Oh,
It's no longer
allow me
eye
to
test.
reintroduce myself. All right, peace.
Cool. But anyway, Prime, as I was about to say to you, bro, like I know you might believe Salah's a bigger Liverpool legend than Gerrard, but I think you're going too far on Gerrard. It's trying to say
how am I going too far on
because
Gerrard?
you're saying he wouldn't start in a Liverpool midfield.
I genuinely don't think he does. No.
Okay,
Come on,
what
bro.
do those players have that Gerrard doesn't?
Well, are you saying Gerrard the better than them? Maybe, but again, it's not just about being the better player. It's about what actually works. Your team functioning and working. Because you know why? Because Liverpool's midfield, again, for that peak 2-year period, was not the flashiest or most creative midfield in the world. I could have named you better midfielders. However, from a creative attacking sense. However, that midfield did a job and actually worked for 2 years.
But Gerrard is
where you guys were untouchable. Also, there's also that period where I think with Henderson playing, you won about like 97 or 96% of your games. Like with Henderson playing, there's a period when Henderson wasn't playing, and you guys were just losing games or drawing games. You couldn't necessarily win consistently with Henderson gone. That shows how important he was to your team. With Wijnaldum, maybe you can say is a debate. Again, Wijnaldum's someone who I don't really care about, whatever, I don't care. But with Henderson, he's your greatest Premier League captain, and he's someone who I personally would take all day over Steven Gerrard.
Okay, cool. Before we let Doctor talk, we got some more people backstage. What are you telling me, bro? Introduce yourself, bro.
All right. It's Atomic Samurai in the house. Chelsea fan here. And let's get this started.
Yeah, so who are you backing in this conversation? We're discussing who the bigger Liverpool legend is, Salah or Gerrard. So what are you saying? And what's your thoughts on Gerrard not being able to start in a Liverpool midfield? Like, the stage is yours, bro. Comment on anything you heard.
So, going back to the first question, who's the bigger legend? So, for me, if we go off what each player has done, it has to go to Salah, because you can say that he has won more trophies, and it's not like he's got the trophy, but he didn't do much. He did a lot, and he's still doing a lot. With Gerrard, he won less trophies, although it was a worse team, but is what it is. Salah has won more. He's done just as much or even more. But if we go by name, if we go by, like if you were to go to the ground, I think the name of Gerrard would be more respected than Mohamed Salah. But I feel like by the end of their careers, it could change quite easily. So that one is still kind of up for debate, but I think I'm slightly more leaning towards Mohamed Salah for that one.
Do you think Salah has a disadvantage because he's not from Liverpool?
Yeah,
I do, and also the fact that Gerrard is white, but I'm not really trying to get into that.
This is uncomfortable truth. It's uncomfortable truth, but hey,
uncomfortable truth. Yeah.
No, but I think again, being like. Again, the clubs that we support and stuff, and I don't know whether you guys do this, but I know people value players from the academy like a lot more than they would players that we'd bring in. Like, for example, like me being a Chelsea fan, like everyone has this fascination about like the likes of, say, Mason Mount or Reece James or Conor Gallagher, etc., because they're from our academy, as opposed to someone like, say, Timo Werner, who came in last season and people are calling him a flop. But yeah, when you look at his stats, hold on. Something like 27 goal contributions and stuff like that is actually quite good a season, and you should get behind him. Or someone like, say, Kepa, who had a bad season, and all Chelsea fans will continuously abuse him and make him go into depression and not, get behind him because it's someone we brought in, as opposed to a player who came from our academy, like, say, Ruben, continuously having injuries and not impacting the game, being out for long periods of time, and yet they still want to get behind him and give him time to get back to his best. And that's my thing of being from your club or from your city or whatever, people from an emotional point of view will always value that more than, say, a player that you bring in. I don't agree with that personally, because I take away the emotional side of it. I don't agree with it, but that's just what it is, unfortunately.
But isn't Chelsea's greatest player from West Ham?
Who?
Lampard.
Yeah, but he's still. That's not my favorite player though. Mine is Drogba, but yeah, sure.
You might be different, but like
it is Lampard. But again, but my point still stands out. He was at Chelsea for basically
a long time. His whole career,
anyway, and like a true Chelsea. He's like a true Chelsea fan, proper Chelsea, all of that. But he was at New York and went on loan to City. It doesn't matter. He still won a Premier League at Man City. Funny enough, but something Gerrard hasn't done that. So it's cool.
Cool. Let's actually bring on a Liverpool fan to talk about this, because the whole show we've been discussing who the bigger Liverpool legend is and all of that, but we haven't got a Liverpool fan on. So let's actually get a Liverpool fan on. My bro, what are you telling me, man?
Come on, I'm not a Liverpool fan though.
Big man, you should be ready. What are you doing, man?
You say?
Hello.
Who is?
Guy, why are you saying? But don't go to a quiet place. Let's go to a quiet area.
No problem. Wait. You should be ready, bro. You should be ready, but we'll wait.
Sorry, man.
No problem, man.
What you must say?
Wait, my combined midfielders be Gerrard, Xavi, Alonso, Mascherano. What's funny about that is that Gerrard was pushed out to the wing, and those two midfielders. That's funny.
Wait. Then using that logic, then we have to say that Scholes got pushed out to the wing for Gerrard and Lampard. So Scholes would now worse than Gerrard and Lampard.
What for England? Do you rate England? Do you rate England?
No, I don't rate England.
You take that out of the conversation. England are bums. They had their greatest ever generation.
But I don't.
Don't bring England into this conversation.
But I don't rate Liverpool either. I don't rate Liverpool either. Like managers have their own choices. Maybe he got put there. Maybe he got put there because he was the only man that could do it. Maybe the other two weren't. They didn't have that ability to do that job on the wing, but Gerrard could.
Or maybe he just wasn't better than either of them in midfield. I don't know. It's what it is, but yeah.
Okay.
I'll talk about man like Henderson. Does anyone here generally read the guy?
Yes, I do.
He's all right.
I don't read Henderson. I think he's
all right. He's all right.
Wait, are you talking about
this season? I think he's a system merchant.
I think he's one of the... Oh, sorry.
Henderson, man. He's a bum. He's not that good.
He's not a bum. Are you talking about Henderson this season? Or just in general?
I'm talking about Henderson in general. I just don't.
Okay, Henderson is not a bum. He's not a bum. You can't call him if you want to call Henderson a system merchant, then so is Salah.
Salah, yes, what I was gonna say.
Yeah, so you
Salah, but like Salah, at least he has at least individual quality.
No,
when I look at Henderson,
so does Henderson. You can't do. You know what the thing is about. You know what the thing is about systems. Yeah, people talk about system merchants. Players only be system merchants. A system only works if the players are excelling in said system. Like, for example, if the system was so bad, that would mean you could take out Henderson and I could give you a player from League 2 and put him in that Liverpool team at their peak, and he would still do the same job, and they would still win the Champions League and then the Premier League. That's basically what you're saying, that anybody could come in and do that. That's saying that I could come in and do that job if it's so easy to do. And it's not.
Exactly. What Henderson does, he conducts the traffic. If you look at the goals, he's telling everyone exactly what to do verbatim. Like he tells you, make a run, make this pass it to. He literally, there's a goal that he scored. He actually scored against Everton. I think it was ruled out for offside. But in the build-up, there's actual audio, and he tells everybody what to do, every pass to make, every piece of movement. He's talking the whole time during the game to get these goals.
Does Gerrard not do any of this?
Gerrard does all of that and more.
Yeah,
but you don't get the ratings.
Because he was talking about the midfield for Liverpool in that 2-year patch where they weren't really flashy offensively, but they were like, you know how they play, the way they press, they work hard, they do all of that. isn't that what Gerrard's known for? Working hard, pressing, because you said he doesn't get into that midfield because you said he doesn't get into the midfield of that Liverpool because, but he do the exact same thing that people like Henderson are doing. So why not?
Okay, so fine, he can get in over Wijnaldum then if you want, not over Henderson.
But he's a better captain than Henderson.
He's not a better captain than Henderson.
Bro, did you not see that? He
Henderson.
proved it in the Champions League. Literally, the team was 3-0 down, and he masterclassed a 3-3 plus a penalty shootout. Henderson's not doing that.
It wasn't just him, because that means you're taking away everyone else's contribution.
But he was the catalyst.
And also you're taking away your manager's contribution in that final. But fine, if you want to go based off one-off games, that's fine. So you're taking a one-off games. He's been doing it for decades. You're taking a one-off game. No, because you only mentioned the Champions League final. You're taking a one-off game. I'm taking consistency over a full season. And he's shown he can do that because he was your captain. He was your captain at Liverpool's peak and contributed to you guys winning trophies and being the best team in the world. I'm taking that over Gerrard. The same way I'll take Lampard over Gerrard because being the best player or one of the best players at one of the best teams in the world is better than being the best player at a team that's just average. I'm taking that all day.
So we're talking about
before you carry on, we're gonna refresh this. We're gonna bring on some more Liverpool fans to have their say. What are you telling me, bro? Introduce yourself. Have your say, bro. Yo. Are you gonna talk?
Yo, hello, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Hey, what are you telling me, bro?
All right. Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good. So what team do you support? And introduce yourself. What do you want to talk about? You support Liverpool.
I support Liverpool.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about, bro?
I feel like the Scousers, they would say Gerrard's better, but the global Liverpool fan base, most of them will say Salah's better. Because we're not from Liverpool.
100%.
It's just like
biasness.
Yeah, there is an element of biasness, but if you look at achievements, Salah has got to be better than him. And I think after this season, if we win another trophy, then 100% everybody will be on board that Salah is the Liverpool GOAT.
But are we just basing this off trophies, though? That's what I'm trying to say. Are we just doing this off trophies? Because then we're gonna start saying crazy things.
No, Sam. The thing is, you can say Salah's contributed just as much as Gerrard to the UCL that he won. He's contributed just as much.
Okay. Hold on. Can I stop? Wait, can I stop your thought there?
Contributions. Salah's
did he? When he got injured and we didn't see him twice?
The Chelsea, well, you got to two finals. The Chelsea fan, sorry, below, what's your name?
Should I tell my real?
The Chelsea fan below, what's his name? Atomic.
Mark, yeah, Atomic Samurai.
Okay, Atomic Samurai. I agree with what you just said, but that's what he says there, sorry. I agree with what you just said. So, taking that, they put one in Champions League and being Salah and Gerrard and being the best individual players in their team or whatever, that's fine. And Salah won a Premier League as well within that. So, and Salah is better. Salah has one of, when you look at his goals to game ratios in the Premier League, it's one of the best, and he's not done yet. Salah, again, has, I think, the most goals in a Premier League season, or is it tied with Suarez? Or something.
No, he's got the most. Oh,
he's got the most. That's amazing. And I don't rate Salah like that. I don't think he's necessarily that great in the pinnacle of all players, but he's definitely better than Gerrard in Liverpool's history.
Nah,
I think with Gerrard, it's nostalgia.
Yeah, it is.
Brian, could you tell me because you said earlier there's more than, it's not just Salah who's a bigger Liverpool legend than Gerrard. You said there's a couple in that Liverpool team. So could you name me every single Liverpool player that you believe is a bigger Liverpool legend than Steven Gerrard in that team?
Salah, Henderson, I'll go Van Dijk.
Henderson?
Trent.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Defenders that can't
I think
defend.
again.
The cross merchant.
Listen. This is something you have to understand. I don't rate Liverpool's team.
Trent ain't even better
I don't rate Liverpool's team highly.
James.
I don't rate Liverpool's team highly. But I'm only looking at it. I'm not looking at it from a biased point of view. I'm taking my bias out of it and looking at what I've seen and comparing it with Gerrard. And keep in mind, all of these players' careers are not done yet. So I'm also looking at what they've done right now and a bit of future projection. So what did I just say? Yeah, Henderson, Van Dijk, Trent. There's Alisson. You could put in their debate.
Alisson,
you can.
Did you see
injured
Alisson
twice
last
this season.
season?
Injury prone keeper.
Alisson, you can put in there. Again. I didn't say I rate it. Again. I didn't say.
Last season.
But I'm not going just based off last season.
No, but
I'm not saying just
none of this is one.
You should be saying players who have been just as consistent. Henderson is not.
No player has been as
and they have
No, they haven't though, because they all even Salah has had his moments where he's fallen off and not shown up, and Mane had to put it up. You can finish.
And they have been, and again, their careers are not even done. You're assuming this is the last ever season they'll play. Their careers are not done. You guys should win a Premier League this season, and the Champions League double, and all of a sudden there's no debate anymore. So like their careers are not done. So I'm using what they've done right now and a bit of future projection. So again, like I said, Henderson, Salah, Van Dijk, Trent is in there, Robertson is in there, Alisson. That's 6 I've just named off the top of my head.
But no, I can't back that because we're seeing these people as in we ain't seen the level of consistency at the top as what Gerrard did. Even Salah has had his moments. Remember towards one, he got injured in that Champions League run in which they won, right? And that Barcelona game, he wasn't there. It was actually Origi and Wijnaldum that showed up. It wasn't Mo Salah.
That's one-off games. I'm not mentioning one-off games.
No, I'm saying I'm not. Wait, let me finish. Because there's also times in Premier League where he goes games without scoring goals.
Yeah, but
even last season he had
he's got. But Salah's been so consistent ever since.
But I'm saying every season he comes through. He scores a lot of goals. But it's not consistent throughout the season. He has dips where he's not scoring anything at all. Last season, Gerrard, when his team needs a goal, he's the guy that shows up from midfield.
This is why.
Hold on. What you just said, when the team needs a goal from midfield, he turns up, and so is Lampard. But yet Gerrard is still better than him. So what's your? What are we doing here?
Wait, Lampard. Well, hold on. If you needed a clutch goal, you weren't looking to Lampard. You're looking to Drogba. Drogba was the clutch man.
We're looking to Drogba, and Lampard still turned up with clutch goals.
Like Gerrard?
Yeah, well, okay. Off the top of my head, the clutch goal that in our first title-winning season, the clutch goal in the final game that won us the Premier League. That's for one.
Bro. The clutch goal the clutch goals that Gerrard has scored in FA Cups, in Champions Leagues, anytime. And Drogba probably has more because Drogba's a striker because it's easier to score goals as a striker. But he's talking about Lampard, which Lampard doesn't do that. He doesn't do it like Lampard does. He doesn't do it like Gerrard does. Lampard, like no disrespect to Lampard, is a fantastic player, absolute goal machine. The guy had a better shot than most strikers that I've seen. Like, guy is absolutely crazy. His passing was crazy too. But Gerrard, when you needed a captain to show up for your team and to be the guy in that team that's going to hold everything together, that was Gerrard. Salah, we saw it a lot during the season when stuff goes a bit awry. The beef with him and Mane, times where he's not scoring goals throughout the season, and at that time when he wasn't scoring goals, he wasn't influencing the game whatsoever. He was going missing. We don't seem like he's a player. If he's not scoring or assisting, we don't see that much of him. We're not going to look to him to actually control the game or take it by the scruff of the neck. Gerrard will do that for you.
Wait, but Salah? So you expect Salah to drop in and take games by the scruff of the neck that way? That's not his role. His role is to be scoring goals for Liverpool.
And if he's not doing that, then what is he doing?
He's contributing to the team.
What is he contributing? Because I don't see it. I don't see anything.
Do you watch Liverpool
This
consistently?
season,
Yeah.
he's changed it
Yeah.
up. This season, he's changed up. This is the first season I've seen him change up. In other seasons, if he's not scoring, he doesn't actually do that much, not nearly as much as Gerrard does for the team. He's what's it called? His defensive work is nowhere near what Gerrard was doing. His controlling of the game was nowhere near what Gerrard was doing in a worse team. You need to remember the kind of teams that Gerrard was stepping to sometimes on his own in that midfield, because we're not going to act like over the years they all had class midfielders. Yeah, he had Xabi Alonso at one point, but Xabi Alonso left. He had some pretty average midfielders next to him, and he was the one guy you could see.
I'd love to continue this discussion, but what's the international trophy called? There's a final going on. France is playing Spain in the
Nations League.
In the Nations League. So we're gonna have to wrap up here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. But before you leave, hit the like button. The socials are in the description. So go follow all the socials and share the video. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a nice day, bro. Have a nice day.
Okay.